By the special grace of God, my name is Omitoyin Samuel Olaoluwa, and I am the Chief Executive Officer of Samspec Business Enterprise. Samspec, let me first say, Samspec comes from the acronym called Samuel and Spectacular. That means life before you this morning, this day is Samuel Spectacular. So that's where the word Samspec was coined out. And Samspec Business Enterprise is an entrepreneurship business organization where we basically focus on fish farming and other entrepreneurship programs that can bring or generate a legitimate and legal source of livelihood for everybody that is engaged in it. So that's what Samspec Business Enterprise is all about. By the special grace of God, I am a student of fisheries and aquaculture technology. I graduated from the Federal University of Technology, Akure, 2015 precisely. It will interest you to know that right from the time I applied for JAMB, I picked fisheries as a course of study because of the interest I have in it. Actually, fish farming has kind of been a family business even before I went to the university to study it. We have been into the practice in our family. So I decided to step up the game by going out to go and learn more about it so that I can take that as an area of specialization for myself, because it's a very lucrative job which I love doing. I feel fulfilled that I studied fisheries and I'm practicing fisheries. What happened is that right from the time we were young, my dad has taken interest in agriculture, and as a result of that, he is into poultry farming, fish farming and the likes. So these are the things we engage in as a family. In fact, I can tell you that it is through this means of business that virtually myself and my other siblings were trained in school. We can say it is from the results, the profit that accrues from this business, that they raised all of us, even to university level, in the family. So it was there I picked that interest to go and study fisheries as a discipline. Even after school, I had to engage some other people who have been well established in this business to understand the technical know-how of how they even carry out this thing. So what differentiates me is that I brought the knowledge from school, coupled with the one I have had initially, with the experience of other people who have already thrived and they have excelled in the profession. And I try to strike a balance from the three angles, and that differentiates me. So when you come to our farm and see what we engage in, you will know definitely this person knows what he's doing and is an educated person. I've been out of school now for over close to 8 years now. I've never for once taken my certificate to go and apply for a job anywhere in the world, but I've been practicing this profession, and as a result of that, it has been fetching me my legitimate money, and that is so pleasing to me, and this gives me an edge because I'm practicing. So I have an edge above others who are not practicing it. I have some of my colleagues who are still applying for jobs here and there. Some are doing some other things, but this I've been able to understand the way and I'm practicing it, and it has been helping. And sometimes I watch, my dad is not a governor, he's not a senator of the Federal Republic, he's not a president, he's not even an House of Assembly member, not to talk of a councillor. But he has engaged in business all along. We have never been stranded in life, and all is as a result of one business or the other that he's doing. And that is why I took that line also. Considering we all know what is happening in the world today, many graduates are out there without job. Many graduates are out there. But to the glory of God, with this business I am doing, I'm even employing. I'm an employer of labor. So these are the things. And I've been able to study this trajectory all along. That's what actually built the mind in me. And that is what is helping me till date. Lately I left school and I'm back home. Okay, what is the next thing I want to do? I was sitting there at home doing nothing, trying to see how I can raise money to set up my farm and the likes. Now, I went to meet one of my friends. I just went on a regular visit to check one of my secondary school days friend. And I met him doing laundry services. And around that time, he told me, I think that was around 2016 or 2017. He told me, do you know that from this little business I am doing, I can generate as much as 250,000 naira in a month if it's dedicated to that work. I took the challenge and I said, I'm going back home. I want to go and start something of such as well. And that is the first business I entered into after school. Because for you to raise fish, you need capital. You need capital. And how do you get capital? Except for divinely sent people who will give you capital. You have to work and get money to set up yourself in fish farming or whatever business you are having. So as a result of this, I started this laundry business. When I started my fish farming business, I started by producing fish seed, what people generally call fingerlings. I think this is a common language that people know about fish, fingerlings. But the broad name for them are fish seed. The sizes of fishes ranges from fry to fingerlings to juvenile to jumbo to shooters and to table size. So I started through production. I started producing fish seed. This under 6 to 8 weeks you can achieve it. And this, if under proper care, will bring about yield just in about 2 months time. So that's where I started. I was able to raise this fish seed under 6-8 weeks and sell them to people who wants to raise them to mature table size. So that is where I started my fish farming business. So I started selling fish seed. Later, the money I was getting as profit from the production of this fish seed is what I was gathering together, plus those I was getting from my laundry business. Then I used this to start table size production fish in our heating ponds. Inside this farm, we have over 13 heating ponds, that is ponds that are natural ponds, the ones that are dug out of the mother earth. These are what we call 18 ponds. So we have about 13 of them of different sizes. We have the nursery ponds where we raise the fingerlings, the fish seeds. We have the grow out size. We have the parent stock ponds. All these things are inside our farm. So that is where I started. When I do my routine check on the fishes I was doing. I take video clips of it. I upload it online. People see it. People are aware of what I am doing, and they are taking interest. So that is how my fish farming business started. Whatever I get from a production cycle, I don't want to spend it on my personal self. I want to use the money to increase my production capacity. And also through investment, when people are now getting aware of what I am doing, they see that yes, I am consistent with what I am doing. People started putting their money with me in form of investment, and by so doing, my production capacity increased. When you put your money with me, I take it as investment. You are going to I have about three different packages of investment that I run. I have the basic package, I have the regular package, I have the gold package. The basic package runs for a capital of between 250,000 naira to 499,000 naira. There's a certain percentage of money that I give at the end of every six months for whoever is investing that with me. The regular package goes from 500,000 naira to 3 million naira. I have a certain percentage of money I give back as capital, as profit. We call it return on investment. I give this at the end of every six months that completes a cycle. Then I have the good package. Any amount above 3 million naira, there is also a certain percentage of return on investment that goes with it, which I give after 6 months that completes a cycle. But at my own end, I don't run a cycle. You run a minimum of 2 cycles with me, meaning your money has to stay with me, your capital has to stay with me for a minimum of 1 year. But within that 1 year, the first 6 months, you have access to your first return on investment, which comes after 6 months. And you have access to the second return on investment at the end of the second 6 months, which makes a year. At the end of that second 6 months, you are entitled to get back your capital, should in case you want to discontinue. And if you are interested in continuing again with us, we are good to go together. So that is how the packages run. And the watchword of my business has been helping all along. I can confidently say that till date, I have not defaulted any of my investors. I will never, based on experience, I will never advise anybody who is into business to bring in investors at the early stage of their business. Bring in investors when you are already a master of whatever you are doing. That is the best time to bring investor into your business. Don't even consider getting an investor at the prime stage of the primitive stage of your business. When you know you must have studied and understand the principle that guides that business to profit, that is when you should consider bringing people to come and invest in your business. That is the candid and the sincere advice I can give to any youth who wants to enter into business. The basic thing that fish farming business takes is time. It's not even money, it is time. Fish farming takes time. It's a business that doesn't require you giving someone go and do this for me, go and do this for me. Even if you will send anybody, you as a person, you have to equally be on the field to monitor whatsoever you are doing. The stages in fish farming: one, you have to first get your pond, the medium through which you want to raise the fish. We have different mediums through which you can raise fish. It can be through earthen ponds, it can be through concrete tanks, it can be through plastic bowls, it can be through vats, wooden vats. These are platforms on which people can raise fish. So where it starts is you first getting the medium from which you want, or in which you want to raise your fish, to preparing the pond or the medium, either pond or whatever it is, preparing it, conditioning it in a situation that it's suitable for the existence of those fish. How do you condition it? Ensure that the environment is clean, the pond itself or the culture medium is clean. Introduce fresh water into heat, allow fertilizations to take place in the water, after which you introduce fish to heat, then feeding can take place, and at the end of the day you harvest your fish. You can be rest assured that for you to raise a fish to a table size, on the average you need like about 1,000 naira or 1,100 naira to raise a fish, to table size, to a mature size for consumption. It depends on how many you are going to stock. Feed is actually the major problem that can either make or mark your fish business. How? Cost of feed can mar the business, can crush the business. When the price of the feed commodity keeps increasing from time to time and doesn't reflect on the sales price, is one of the major things that is bringing problem to fish farming business. But God has helped us in our own farm that we are the master of our feed. We don't often buy ready-made feeds. We formulate our feeds ourselves. We formulate the feeds we are using ourselves right in the farm. We formulate it. We know what we can bring together to increase the nutrient composition of the feed and gives us a better result at a price that is lesser than what we will buy on the ready-made market. Yes. In fact, nowadays, government or establishments who are giving out money, they don't give money for startup because they know it will definitely lead to debt. So don't let us start business big, start small. By so doing, you will master the pros and the cons of the business before you can now say, okay, you want to go full large scale. Let us embrace entrepreneurship, and you can be rest assured that we will make the best fortune out of whatever we find ourselves doing. The best means through which you can reach out to me is through my phone number. And this is what I use on my WhatsApp platform as well. You can reach out to me on 070 3159 1559. I take it again. 070 3159 1559.
I hope you have gained tremendously from our guests. I want to humbly appeal to you to kindly subscribe to Lim TV Plus for more.